What's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me, and let's get into it. All right, so they have started releasing images from season two of The Wheel of Time, which is on Amazon. Wheel of Time, I thought was going to be one of those. It was going to be one of those shows like Game of Thrones where it was just going to blow up and just explode. The Wheel of Time novel series was extraordinary and still is. It's extraordinarily popular. I've got several of my friends that have read the Wheel of Time novels. That being said, a lot of those friends, when they saw Amazon's version, were not happy with it. And I watched every episode of it. But again, I haven't read the books. I have not read the books. I started. It's kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones, where I started kind of looking into the books after the show, and sometimes that's probably not the best way to do. Like if you, but at the same point in time, it kind of gives you freedom. I didn't know anything about. I just heard it was cool, and I kept seeing, like when I was working at Amazon, I used to pack a lot of those books and stuff when I was in outbound. And the Wheel of Time books were very popular. The Game of Thrones books were very popular. So it kind of makes you go, hey, maybe I'll check it out now that I was enjoying the Game of Thrones television show. So I wanted to watch read some of the Game of Thrones books, but I haven't done that with Wheel of Time yet. But as I was hinting at, I did not enjoy the show. It is. At one point, it was the most expensive show in Amazon history, but Lord of the Ring of Power, surpassed that. The budget on the Lord of the Rings seasons. I mean, I think they're averaging about 20 million an episode on those Lord. And don't get me wrong, though, if you watch Wheel of Time, they definitely have a big budget. I'd be surprised they're not spending at least 8-10 million an episode, which is high. That is still very high. I don't, but I know Lord of the Rings was averaging 15-20 million per episode. And guess what? That wasn't very good either. And I love Lord of the Rings, but Wheel of Time. If I'm being honest, I'm not sure if I'm going to come back for the second season. It got. When it debuted, it broke records on Amazon. It was like, oh, this is the greatest, this is the most streamed debut in our history and all this kind of stuff. And then the reviews came in. Now, when you go on Rotten Tomatoes, it has an 89% approval, but then you click on the profile. The 89% comes from the critics. When the fans, and there are thousands and thousands of fans that have rated this show, the fans rated it, and it's rotten. It's sitting at 59%, and that's that kind of. And Ring of Power is the same way. And matter of fact, if you've been watching the channel for a little while, it was a couple months ago I did that video where they said only about a third of the people that started Lord of the Ring of Power actually managed to get through all the episodes, which raised my hand. I am one of those people. I watched every episode. I don't know if I'd want to come back for a second season of that. And as I just said, I'm not sure. I might watch just so I can talk about it. I might watch a couple episodes of Wheel of Time season 2. I was not impressed with season 1, even though they have some incredible actors and actresses on the show. It just didn't do anything for me. And I'm not even gonna go into all the it's woke and all this kind of stuff. That kind of stuff. I don't care about diversity if it's good. You can't just be diverse and be so terrible. It was awful. Anyway, if you are excited for Wheel of Time season 2, I am very curious to hear from you. Matter of fact, if you've read the books, because like I said, I haven't read the books. I'm curious to hear. I would love to hear what you think made the show not work, as opposed to why the books are, because people love the novels have been translated into dozens of languages. It's an international bestseller. It's a huge hit. I know the author passed away, 10 years ago or whatever. But yeah, just that's what I'm curious. I'd love to if you're a book reader, if you're one of the Wheel of Time book readers and you didn't like the show, or if you're a book reader and you did like the show, I'd love to hear why you thought it worked, why you thought it didn't work. Get in the comments. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and please check out my podcast at anchor.fm/Ikari Press, or just type in Ikari Press on your favorite streaming platform today.